Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Here to go over 20 more PC game deals under the price of $10 as a part of the Steam Summer Sale. I double-checked it, pretty sure there's no crossover with the last video, but I think after this video, I have legitimately covered like over 100 deals now, and my mind is just like literally starting to lose a little focus here, but there's a lot of great games on discount. Like, I was looking through the under $10 deals, and I was like, man, I could keep going through this, and there's just so much more stuff just popping up. Like, there are so many good deals, like legitimately thousands upon thousands of deals, so it's endless as far as all the great games that you can pick up. So, yeah, keep that in mind, and if I get a little bit redundant, cut me a little bit of slack, since there's a ton of stuff on sale. But let's get right into it. We'll try to get through every game relatively quickly. Ghostrunner is 70% off for $8.99. There is a complete edition that's $28. There was some DLC released kind of recently. I really enjoyed my time with Ghostrunner. Is it a game for everybody? Probably not, but I thought the parkour gameplay and the platforming in this game was so good. It is difficult, and at times I was raging at this game, but it's also incredibly satisfying. The soundtrack is great, and also it does a good job that even if you have a failed run, it puts you right back into the action, so it just keeps the game flowing really, really well. I think for $9, a really good deal, so check that out. Next up, Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, 70% off for $9. This is Dragon Age Origins as well as the Awakening, a DLC, and some other stuff as well. For a lot of people, Dragon Age Origins is peak BioWare. I mean, you can go at Dragon Age Origins, some of the earlier Mass Effect titles, but Dragon Age Origins is fantastic. It is a little bit more of a slower pace game, but I really enjoyed it. Great story, and probably the peak of the Dragon Age series for a lot of people as well, with 2, going that action route, and 3, I really like 3, but Origins is probably where it's really great. Next up, GTA 4 The Complete Edition. Man, GTA 4 for some people is a classic. I didn't like it as much as a lot of other people, but it's still an enjoyable game to go through. Now this, the Complete Edition, will also get you episodes from Liberty City, which is a nice addition of bonus content. Super mature game, of course, kind of wacky as well, and as far as the story goes, I didn't like it as much as GTA 5. I definitely think GTA 5, without a doubt, is the way superior game, but GTA 4 is still decent. Shows its age at this point, being a 15-year-old game, but for $6, I think it's pretty good. Control Ultimate Edition, 75% off for $9.99. Man, I loved Control, and I actually think this is Remedy's best game. Maybe that's not too big of a statement. I mean, they did do the early Max Payne games, and I did think Control was better than Alan Wake. I thought it was better than Quantum Break. Just a great game, solid main character, good story, and the gameplay is so much better than some of the other Remedy titles, especially Alan Wake, in my opinion, and Quantum Break, to be perfectly honest. Great game, visuals are great. $9.99 is a great buy for that. Next up, Little Nightmares 2, 67% off for $9.89. An incredibly atmospheric adventure horror game. You got some puzzles in there. Incredible ambiance to this game. And Little Nightmares has really carved out a nice franchise for Bandai Namco to rely on. So $9.89 for this. Pretty good deal on that. Next up, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, 75% off for $7.49. Obviously, you should play Blind Forest first. There is a collection with both Blind Forest and Will of the Wisps, 78% off for $11.23. The game is incredibly artistic, soundtrack is awesome, so stylish, and I mean, most people are going to be grabbed by this game by the visual style and the aesthetics, but then you actually realize that the gameplay has some depth to it. It's a fantastic game, and I strongly, strongly recommend it. Yes, it's on Game Pass. Some of the Xbox titles are on Game Pass. Some of the games in general are just on Game Pass, but man, Ori's one of those games you want to have in your library. Speaking of available on Game Pass, man, I'm going to give a shout out to Gears 5. I know some people hate Gears these days, and I understand, but I liked Gears 4 and 5, especially from a single-player standpoint. Like, that's where I'm coming at these games from. I thought they were enjoyable. I thought some of the environments looked great in the game. I thought the gameplay was good. And obviously, from a multiplayer standpoint, it didn't resonate with a ton of people, but I thought it was a pretty solid campaign. And, Gears is just one of those games I'm always going to have a soft spot for. It's a franchise I did grow up with. Definitely not my favorite multiplayer franchise. Like, it was probably Killzone and Halo over Gears, but Gears was still a good time, man, and Gears 5, it's not the best Gears game, it's no Gears 2, but it's still a decent time. Next up, we have A Way Out, which is 80% off for $5.99. A great co-op title that is only playable in co-op. That is the caveat with this game and Hazelight's title. They also did It Takes Two. A great game that is relatively short, but if you want a game to go through with a friend, this is a really good one. The story has some twists and turns, and the character development is really, really great. I think for $6, it's quite a good buy, so check that out. Next Next up, we have Code Vein, 85% off for $9, often referred to as Anime Souls, and you can definitely see that shine through. It is a great action RPG. The story isn't anything to write home about, but you know, gameplay-wise, it's fairly good. Character designs are great, and a decent bit of customization options as well for $9. Pretty solid pickup there. Next up, here's a game that I was addicted to for a while. DJMAX Respect 5. When the world went to hell, DJMAX was the game that I got super into. It is just such a good time, and I'm never going to be good at these style of music rhythm games, but there's some great soundtracks here, and the presentation and how they do the various tracks is really well done. Now, the caveat to this game is that, yes, you can buy the base game for $9.99, but boy, oh boy, you want all the content? Be prepared to shell out, because that complete edition, while it is 79% off, is $137. There's an absurd amount of DLC to DJMAX, which you do have to consider. You're gonna get, you know, a decent bit of tracks with the base game, but if you want everything, yeah, get ready to pay an arm and a leg for that. So just be mindful of that, but the base game will still offer you a decent bit of fun to get out of, so I would say, you know, give it a shout. Next up, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, 60% off for $7.99, excuse me. There is the Gold Edition, which is $15.86, and then you can get both Village and a 7's Gold Edition for $40, which actually isn't that bad of a buy. Resident Evil 7 is a great game that really brought Resident Evil back to the forefront. They did a great job with this game in creating an incredibly atmospheric horror game after Resident Evil 6 left a lot to be desired. This is a really, really good one. Definitely does a good job of really immersing you into the game as well. A lot of spooky moments, to say the least. It's great, and after you play this, I would recommend Village. Obviously, the 2, 3, 4 remakes are good buys as well, but yeah, good time with RE7. Next up, South Park: The Stick of Truth. A great RPG done by Obsidian, a fantastic time. Comedy is there. It was surprising how much I got into it, because I wasn't a fan of South Park at all. Had nothing against it, just never really gave it a chance, and fundamentally, it's a well-made turn-based RPG. Good on Obsidian for taking South Park and making a great game out of it, and that's exactly what you're gonna get out of Stick of Truth, $7.49 on that. Next up, let's just go through some of the Assassin's Creed games I'd recommend. Okay, so we have Assassin's Creed Syndicate, that's $7.49. Assassin's Creed Rogue is $6, and then you have Assassin's Creed 2, $6. The entire trilogy is $6 a pop, so I would say, you know, start with AC2, definitely play Brotherhood and Revelation. So, you know, those are the ones I'm gonna give you guys a recommendation for. There is Assassin's Creed Origins as well. That is down to $9, and honestly, while I don't like the new style of Assassin's Creed games, for the sheer amount of content you're getting with a game like that, that is very much worth it. So, you know, Assassin's Creed, a franchise that, it's a love-hate for me. I love the older style Assassin's Creed games, the newer ones. I'm not gonna say I hate them, but they definitely, I hate the fact that I can't get into them as much as I could the older Assassin's Creed games. Let's put it that way, because for some people, these games are fantastic, but not really my cup of tea. Just too much content, a little bit too bloated for my liking. Next up, Disco Elysium, the final cut, 75% off for $9.99. Now, you guys might know there was some turmoil with the publisher and the developers of this game. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but if that's going to push you away from supporting the game, I understand. The game itself is tremendous. The writing is incredible. It is a little bit slower paced, but also it's incredibly replayable. A lot of different decision making that is going to make you actually feel like it has consequences, because I feel like that's a lot of the times problems with games that have a lot of decisions. There's not a lot of consequences attached to them. With Disco Elysium, there's absolutely consequences there, so that's quite good. But yeah, $9.99 for that is great. Metro Exodus is $5.99 for the base game. Gold Edition is $7.99. My least favorite of the Metro games, but I still really enjoyed it. I still thought it had a solid atmosphere to it, and the gameplay was good. Visually, it's great, and for this price point, $8 with the bonus content, definitely a good buy. Arma 3 is $7.49. Arma was a franchise that I really grew up with starting out PC gaming. I mean, I think with a lot of people, they remember Arma 2 and the DayZ mod. Like, that's my fondest memory of Arma. But Arma 3 was a good time as well. There's a lot of bonus content with the game. The Ultimate Edition is on sale. There's a Veterans Pack. There's the Apex Edition, etc., etc. But if you're looking for a realistic military shooter, Arma's going to offer you that. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, 85% off for $7.49. I'm not crazy about Xenoverse, but I know a lot of people that really loved it. I get the style of, you know, altering the Dragon Ball history, the customization. That is definitely there and quite well done with Xenoverse, and they've kept this game quite updated as well. Some of the updates are paid content, so bear that in mind, but if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you'll probably enjoy that. Deep Rock Galactic is 67% off for $9.89 if you're looking for a co-op title. It doesn't get much better than Deep Rock Galactic. A ton of content, a ton of replayability here, and the reception for the game has been incredibly strong. Visuals are quite nice as well, so sub $10 for that is great. And then the Valve Complete Pack, 96% off for $6.54. Want to give this a mention at the end. If you're a new PC gamer, this pack is just absurd with the amount of value you get. You get the Half-Life games, Counter-Strike, Source, Portal, Portal 2, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Just tremendous value with all the content you're getting. Really a must-buy for those of you getting into PC gaming for the first time. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a ton of great deals available right now across Steam's summer sale. Links to everything in the description box below. Thanks for everyone following my coverage of this sale. Really do appreciate it, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.